Hey, how's it going, friends? And welcome to M'Apartment, which is of course short for my apartment. But you know, it just saves time to say M'Apartment, and time is money. And speaking of money, the show that we're gonna watch today has a lot of it because it's about the fabulous lives of Bollywood wives.
Meet Seema Khan.
Married to Sohail Khan, sister-in-law to Salman Khan, mother to Nirvana and Johan, Mahit Kapoor. She is wife to Sanjay Kapoor, mom to Shania and Jahan Kapoor, aunt to Sonam Kapoor, Riya Kapoor, Harshvardhan Kapoor, Janvi Kapoor, Arjun Kapoor, Khushi Kapoor.
I get it. Everybody near them and around them is in Bollywood. They're the most Bollywoodist wives that you can get. I believe you, Netflix. You don't have to convince me. In the first two episodes, the Kapoor family is really just focused about something called La Ball.
We're leaving for Paris. We're leaving for La Balle. These predominantly prestigious families from all over the world that are invited for this.
I have never really heard of La Ball. I guess it just means I'm poor as shit.
La Balle is basically, it's the girls coming out from the age of 16 to the age of 20 who are debuting out in society.
I don't really understand what she means by coming out in society. I mean, yeah, back in the old days when they didn't have internet. In this day and age, I don't think you need to fly all the way to Paris to a gala to come out in society. I think society already knows you exist.
It's an old-fashioned sort of thing that has been taken down the years. You know, I think we need to hold on to these things.
She's from India. The irony of an Indian person talking about preserving European traditions is just so hilarious. Like, have you ever opened a book? I mean, European culture was never under attack. If their traditions are now disappearing, it's because they don't really care about it either. I don't think it falls on the rest of the world to preserve these archaic traditions. Before the Kapoor family leaves for Paris, all the Bollywood wives get together and they start discussing what La Ball is.
What exactly happens on La Ball? They take people from arts and from royalty, so it's a mix.
Shania was the only girl this year at La Balle who came from India.
So from my research online, it doesn't really look like the Kapoor family has any sort of royal ancestors. And people in arts, Shania hasn't even had her first movie yet. She hasn't made any contributions to the arts yet. What is actually the reason for inviting her? It looks like it's just basically whoever can pay to go can go. Just some ridiculous fee, $14,000 for like a seat at the table.
Sunita remind me had come to Paris 84.
Yeah,
That's the Lido. We couldn't afford to come to these kind of places that time.
I bought my Louis Vuitton trolley from there.
God, you didn't talk about shopping.
I find this scene so funny because there's like multiple levels of being privileged that just going over both their heads. The first thing is Sanjay Kapoor is like, oh, we came to Paris in 84 and we couldn't really afford to go to these places here. For some context, in 1984, in my hometown in India, my dad was still lugging water cans from like streams like kilometers away, putting it on a freaking donkey and bringing it to our house for people to drink water. I get that like maybe he didn't have enough money to eat at these places in Paris, but he's in Paris in 1984. Mahib is just like, oh, you're freaking boring me with your poor people talk. I bought my freaking Louis Vuitton trolley down the fucking street. That's what I want to talk about. They're both just so detached from reality for normal people. But then again, we're watching about their fabulous lives, so it makes sense. Episode 2 kind of gives us a little more glance into the lives of these Bollywood wives.
I go for Diva Yoga thrice a week. I mean, it's meant to be thrice a week. I end up going twice a week at least.
The funny thing here is she's doing American version of yoga in India. That's like if everybody in China started eating orange chicken. You should be doing like Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom. What is this? Now you guys must be wondering, oh, these ladies, they have such luxurious lives, but what are they doing? What's behind the scene? How are they having such fabulous lives?
People have this misconception about us that we are these glamorous women that wake up every morning and, you know, attending parties. That's not really true. Quite like the others, our lives can be quite mundane.
I'm sorry, am I watching the mundane lives of everyday wives? No. If you're rich, just say you're rich. I hate this like backhanded way of kissing the common man's ass. We're pretty much the same, you know. We go to Paris every other weekend and eat oysters and buy Louis Vuitton trolleys down the street. But apart from that, we're just the same as like the sabzi wala and the chai wala. We're everyday, anyday people. You know, we're just the same people. No, you're not. You're fucking rich. That's the point of this whole show. So Neelam, who's a jewelry designer, we then get like a sneak peek into her work.
Hello, madam.
Heron,
Majama.
how are you? Give me a price on these.
This is around $100,000.
Why is he like saying the price in dollars? Is that how the fabulous people talk? Like, fuck rupees, we're gonna talk in terms of dollars. It just makes your life more difficult. Now you gotta take the dollar. Then you gotta find the exchange rate and then convert it into rupees and then end up paying rupees.
This is not more than 1 lakh per
Oh,
carat.
it is impossible.
Heron, bargaining, of course, I'm Gujarati. Of course, I will bargain. I've learned it from my papa.
Okay. So he's saying that it's $100,000 for 80 carats, which means it's $1,250 for 1 carat. So this show, they made it in 2019, I think, and the highest the rupees went in 2019 was around 72 rupees. It comes up to just around 90,000 rupees. She's giving him more money. No offense, but I don't think she was really listening when her dad taught her how to bargain.
Okay, I'm back from Paris, so obviously I have to check out my Juhu neighborhood. I'm not a stalker.
Why is like this mischievous sort of fun music playing behind it? Like, she's completely violating other people's privacy. I wish our neighbors saw this show just so they know that this crazy lady is spying on them and, you know, they need to close their curtains. And it's also kind of funny. The show is supposed to be like how like their lives are so fabulous. They're kind of saying like that's the life that, you know, people wish they had, but she's still like looking out of her ivory tower trying to figure out what's going down there. You're it. There's nothing better happening outside. Up till this point, it's been all fun and games, but there has been no drama. That's the big thing about reality TV. There's a lot of drama in reality TV. At the end of episode 2, I'm still asking like, where is the drama? And the thing is, they're actually not able to create drama within themselves, even though these ladies seem very capable of creating drama.
My opinion. What is your opinion? What is your opinion?
For some reason, they're not able to. I guess they're just too nice. They have to bring in like a third party to create drama for them. So they bring in Karan Johar. He then sits them down for lunch and then just like starts tactically manipulating them against each other.
So let's all talk about Seema's eating habits.
Yeah. She's got body dysmorphia.
So Bhavna, there's one thing you had to tell Mahid to change about herself. What would that be?
He finally manages to set off Seema, but then we have no fucking clue what she's talking about.
But I don't want this becoming into an issue because quite frankly, it is a non-issue. We have a common friend that I had a falling out with a couple of years ago.
Swear on my children, I don't know who you're talking about. I would give an answer, but give me that.
I also don't know.
I told you that to
Why
diffuse
should
situation.
I sit here and clean your dirty work,
Who's
Seema?
asking you to clean?
There's no context here. She even says it's like, it's not an issue. So why are you fighting about it? It's not like television-worthy drama. Episode 5, they suddenly realize they want to save the environment. Even though they've never talked about the environment for 5 episodes. They go to clean the beach. How long do you think they spent? Like, maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe 5 hours.
We must have worked together on it for maybe an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. And through the whole thing, the majority of the time they're just talking.
I don't care.
Very heels. But they're going on his black magic and I don't know
I'll
what. Fuck this on you, you shit. Oh my god, I think it's a condom.
They're doing their part. Of course, after you clean a beach, after you've done your part for the environment, what do?
We are on our way to Qatar, to Doha.
You go off to Doha and spend money on random shit. That's how you celebrate saving the environment. Whatever good they did in that 1.5 hour, which is not much, they're gonna undo it by traveling through the air and polluting the air, then going to Doha and buying random shit, which they're gonna throw away, which then is gonna end up on the beach again. So the universe is still at balance.
I think it's really important for all of us to take this time off, just from a
mundane life.
Mundane lives.
Why do they keep saying mundane lives? Do they know what mundane means? It means nothing is happening in your life. They're freaking in Qatar doing shit that normal people will never do.
This kind of time, I don't think we've spent with each other since Beirut.
So that was like 4 or 5 years
4 or
back.
5 years back. Yeah, we haven't done it since then.
You haven't done it, but you have the freedom to do it anytime you want. Not everybody has like the freedom to just up and leave and visit Doha at like a random time of the year. I just don't like that aspect of the show where they just keep trying to say like, we're the same as everybody.
I think it's really important that once in a while we make that effort.
Yeah, I think it's really important once in a while to make some effort and spend a shit ton of money. Visit exotic places. That really requires some effort.
My first criticism, why the fuck should I watch a show about 4 women who don't have jobs?
But don't watch it.
Why are these premenopausal women getting on my nerves?
Fuck you.
They all pretend like they work, but what do they actually do?
Fuck you. This is what we are.
Fuck you, fuck. Those are legitimate questions. Like, why should people watch your show? And then their answer is basically, fuck off, you don't have to watch it. It's just coming off so fucking aggressive. I'm not saying I'm not gonna watch it. I watched it. Just be nice. You get to see about our lives. We have fun lives, you know? Come along with us. Forget your worries, you know? Have fun with us. Say something like that. It's like, fuck off. You don't have to watch it. Why are you watching it? Huh? Why are you spending precious hours of your own life watching our stupid show? Huh? Fuck off. Don't watch it. The final episode, even though like Shah Rukh Khan is in it, it's like the most boring part of the show. They go to his house and basically they're just like praising each other.
Shah Rukh, I've always been your fan.
Your husband was very kind to me.
No. You're a ladies' man. You just are fab.
Just a ton of self-serving bullshit. So I'm not really even gonna talk about it. Hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and opinions. All right, bye. Stay fabulous. I know I am.